a sapper?
Sapper.
A sapper?
In a historic sense, it goes back to the 17th century. It's a French term.
It really has its roots in trench warfare that started very earlier than the American Army.
Those trenches were called saps. The soldiers that dug them were sappers.
In a current sense, it's an engineer leader that is an expert in mobility, counter-mobility, and survivability.
That's really about kind of how we create pathways for maneuver, how we stop enemy movement, and then how we buy time and space, right, for our team as while we're in the middle of a battle.
And they're advisors to maneuver commanders that put engineer effects into place on a battlefield so that we can win.
A sapper is the premier combat engineer in the United States Army.
A sapper is really the cutting edge of the nation's sword. They are the best of the best in the engineer corps who lead the infantry when the infantry even get in trouble.
To become a sapper, you have to attend the 28-day Sapper Leader Course held at Fort Leonard, Missouri.
It's broke up into two phases. General skills phase,
where you go over techniques from advanced demolitions into land navigation and the basics and waterborne, airborne operations.
And patrolling phase.
The course is very, very intense, both mentally and physically, and it will push you to your limits. I think the graduation rate is typically about 50%.
Sapper School showed me that I can be hungry, I can be tired, I can push my body to the margins and still make sound decisions, sound technical decisions and sound tactical decisions in a stressful environment. And that's why you need to do it.
What I liked about Sapper School was how they essentially strip away a lot of comfort and induce a lot of stress and, force you to do things the correct way. It kind of sets a good baseline moving forward, so when you have to do it for real life, you do the right things.
When you look at the role of a sapper, it always ends with beyond the mobility, counter-mobility, survivability. You always have that other role of fight as infantry. So that tends to be the environment that you spend a lot of your time in. And that's a pretty demanding and taxing environment.
As an engineer, you learn to become almost a Swiss Army knife. And Sapper Leader Course is all about teaching you to be able to function in a variety of different weather conditions and situations. And I think that would be something beneficial that any engineer can benefit from.
A credibility to other engineer leaders that wear the tab. When you're talking, we interact with our maneuver counterparts. When you interact with them, they truly believe that an engineer leader that wears a sapper tab is a master of their craft and they are the expert engineer on the battlefield.
I think that if you have an opportunity to be a sapper or be around a sapper, I'd always take that opportunity.
Sapper combines the nerdiness of being an engineer with the badass of being in the Army.